What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I'm shaking a little bit. It's your big brother K-Rino, man. Want to tell y'all about the talkers compared to the doers. This world consists of two people, talkers and doers. You got people who are gonna say a bunch of stuff, complain about a bunch of stuff. They're even gonna give the appearance that they are about certain things and certain causes and issues. But for the most part, they just run their mouth. Then you got the people that just get out and go about the business of getting it done. And some of those people may talk, they may express it, but a lot of those people you don't even know they did it. They just get out and they put in work. And in the world that we're living in right now, I mean, it's very important to understand the difference between the two. And if you are in the category of those who like to do, those who like to get things done and see results, then you'll stray away from dealing with those who just talk. Um, None of us are perfect in our execution of fighting for causes and getting out here and making it happen. You know, we got a lot of people that do, but we got a lot of people that are in and out, up and down. Whatever contributions that you make, they are definitely appreciated, and they are definitely seen in the eyes of God, and they are definitely seen in the eyes of the people. But one thing about the people that we got to understand is the people are not stupid. So if you out here in the community, man, and you are consistent with your work, the people recognize that. They see who's out there. They see who's fighting for them. They see who's bringing food into the community. They see who's providing um, clothing. They see who's providing counseling and things that can help them improve mentally and spiritually. They see who's doing that, but they also see who's not. So that's why a lot of people have a problem with politics and these politicians, because we can go all the way back, and I won't say all the way back, but we can go back to just pre-election times, and even when Trump was in office, and uh, you would hear myself and others that would say it doesn't matter if it's a Democrat or a Republican, which president it is over the course of history. It's not going to matter, because the conditions are not going to change, because in essence they don't want the conditions to change. It's not profitable for a lot of the conditions to change. And we fall for this game every time. But that's just on that level. But when you break it down to the level that we're on down here in the trenches, I say all the time, man, it's up to us to take care of us. It's up to us to do for self, to get out here and make things happen for ourselves, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us. And when that happens, it puts a big dent into the problems that we face as a community. But the last thing we want to see and hear are people just talking about it. And but even worse than that, or just as bad as that, are the people who um, complain about it, and the people who are critical, not necessarily just critical of the powers, because we dealt with that, but they are actually criticizing the very people who are out here struggling, who are out here suffering. And I know what you're thinking. Some people might say, well, you know what, man, you got all these people out here, man, on welfare, living off the government. Nah, okay, there's a place, there's a context that um, conversation fits into. I understand there's a context. I just said about doing for self. So there is a context that fits into, but there are also people who are really struggling, who just use those types of benefits as a bridge. They don't have any plans of being permanently entrenched in those types of benefits. They get out and they plan on doing for self, but you need that help sometimes. I'm just not into um, criticizing and disrespecting people who are really out here doing bad. A lot of this shooting and killing going on in our communities, man. A lot of this beefing that's going on in our communities. A lot of hunger and economic problems that are taking place in our community. These are things that we have to be actively working towards correcting, not just always pointing your finger to try to criticize. It's a place for that. We got to bring attention to it in a way, in our own way, but we can't condemn our people. We just can't do it. And I know it's hard. People say, well, man, nah, man, but they know better. They know better. Yeah, but a lot of times, man, knowing better doesn't always change the conditions that cause you to do the things that you do. When the conditions are so extreme, it's like, man, I got to do what I got to do. And even the lack of love that we may show for one another sometimes, and our actions and getting out here fighting and killing and all that, the root of that, the root cause of that, is just a lack of knowledge, a lack of knowledge of self, and things that could be implemented that could possibly help reverse that mindset. So, I'm just fed up with people who always got something negative to say, and not only do they have negative things to say, they have nothing positive to back up the negative words. If you backing up your negative criticism with positive action, okay, then, hey man, I can kind of give you some. Then like, okay, you know what? He getting on our head, but he's actually working towards, or she's actually working towards fixing the problem. But if you just sitting at a computer just yapping, just talking, and but you're not doing anything yourself, then what's your point? What are you getting out of it? What are you trying to prove? So let's focus more, all of us, let's try to focus more, myself included, on doing something every day to make life a little bit better for somebody else. I don't care if it's purchasing a meal for somebody or shooting somebody a couple of dollars. I mean, those are the base level things. Giving somebody a kind word. Let's make every day a day where we contribute to making somebody's life just a little bit better, and then kind of get together collectively to do bigger things on bigger scales, man. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. People who talk and people who do. Which category are you in? Which category do you choose to be in? And catch y'all later. All right, peace.